They learn the worst habits, dude. I swear to God, man.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Never Knows Best Podcast, the podcast where we, the hosts, never know what's best.
Welcome.
I'm one of your hosts. I'm Jimmy, aka Jimu Tweets on Twitter. I'm joined as always by my friend. We have Justin, aka Jackington.
Hello.
How you doing, man?
I'm chilling, man. We both had quite a month, huh?
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah.
Rough to say the least. I like how during our pre-show we're like,
Oh, yeah, we
this
said
joke.
we're not
We're like
going
talk about how old we are.
Yeah.
All right, so topic one, dude. Let's talk about how old we are.
Yeah.
Actually, no, but yeah, you had a pretty rough month, man.
Yeah. I would say things turned to shit right after we filmed the pilot episode for me. I picked up my parents that were vacationing in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
And like as I'm picking my dad up and helping him with the luggage because I'm going to take him back to their house, you know.
Right.
He tells me, "Oh, by the way, Justin, I'm feeling kind of sick. You know." I'm like, "Why am I picking you up?" So turns out he got full-blown ass COVID, and like it was some kind of variant. I don't know. Everyone in the family is like boosted and all that stuff, right?
Right.
But it was, by the time he told me, it was already too late. The
Right.
moment he stepped into that car, it was already too late.
By the
Yeah.
way, Justin, dude, that's it was funny because I was like literally right about to be like, you know, because it sucks because I feel like as a country we're past that point of like personal responsibility,
Right.
I mean, not to say that you should just throw caution to the wind, right? Everyone, be as safe as you can. You know, when you have the opportunity, try to mask up, especially if you're indoors and in like a public setting. But like, you know, with just how virulent it is and how like prominent it is, it's like, you know, it's like, what can we really do at this point, right?
Right.
And then your dad is like, nah, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do me.
Well, he wasn't sick in Hawaii.
Mhm.
He said he felt instantly sick once he sat into the plane, which is like it's a longer flight, but
Sure.
like, so someone on that plane was sick, or my dad was sick. I don't know at this point, but
I mean, because he's probably not gonna feel it right away.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the moment I drove him to the house, I called. I said, "Hey, I'm gonna need you to pack a bag for me because I can't go to my own apartment. I have to stay with my family because now we're all infected. Everyone in the house got COVID. I was out for like 13, 14 days, whatever, until I was testing negative again.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel good even after that. Started working from home and all that stuff. But yeah, that's my time since we last recorded. I did a lot of online shopping.
You got to spend that time somehow. You know?
Did a lot of online shopping during my time off. I said my main goal is like I gotta get better because I gotta stun on these hoes. I got picked up some new shoes, all that stuff. But what about you, man? You also were out of commission.
Yeah. So it's funny because, all right, this is like the thing that triggers me about COVID more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's when someone says, you know, more people die of the flu every year, right? And I'm like, because my response is, yeah, I do know that. I almost died of the flu. So, for those who don't like follow me from like, you know, like other stuff, like I've talked about my other podcasts, basically early on this year, I got the flu, right? And like, it just came at a bad time. I was in like a really bad place in life, like mentally, right? Like so I wasn't taking good care of myself to begin with. And then, so I got the flu and then, it just like, my immune system did not, due to like all the stress and everything, did not like just go after the flu.
Yeah.
It like attacked my own heart
Yeah.
and shit. So I got like really fucked up. I had like, this is an update. I had heart failure, past tense. I went to the doctor
Damn.
and recently, and they're like, oh yeah, dude, everything is clear now. We're gonna start easing you off your medications just to make sure that everything is working properly. But you know, hopefully by the end of this year, you'll be off your medication. Thank God, because that shit made me feel old as fuck. But anyways, to keep going with my
We're not
story.
going there.
What is it? So I was in the hospital for like a week, right? Got out of the hospital, was doing a lot better, and like after the hospital, my biggest thing was much I guess kind of similar to your I'm gonna stun on these hoes.
Yeah.
Was that like I hated when anyone brought up the fact that I look sick.
Right.
You know, there's something about that like irked me. Like I wanted to look like fucking like the most alive man in the world. You know? Like this guy's living his life. So like bought new clothes. I like changed my style. It's funny because I started wearing sunglasses more, right? And people are like, "Oh, is this part of your like your new look?" And I'm like, "No, actually, my meds make me photosensitive. So if I go outside, it's too bright and I can't see." So but yeah, unfortunately things are a lot better. But occasionally, especially if I get like stressed out, I get a flare up. So that's what happened earlier this around the same time you got sick.
Yeah.
I like, you know, just like some life changes. I'm working right now, but I'm going back to school. So
Okay.
I was like juggling workload. I had like some like family stuff come up, and then like my body was like, "Hey, fuck you." And so like my like old man arthritis just came in, dude, and then like so I couldn't sleep because I was constantly in pain and arthritic, and then because I couldn't sleep, my immune systems got fucked and I got sick. It was just like a rough time, but it was weirdly morbidly nice to know that you were sick too.
What?
Just because it's like, oh dude, I'm not alone, you know.
Oh, it's like, oh man, I wish the best for my friends. No, I want him to be sick too.
No, it's just like it was
You
just like
fucked me, man. Come on.
I'm trying to come from this like perspective of camaraderie. You know?
Yeah.
We're both going through it. You know, we would like text each other like, "Hey, dude, is there anything you need? Can I get you anything?" No.
Yeah, I asked. I was like, "Hey, man, you need me to send you anything, or whatever?" Or you know, that's always a nice thing when I'm sick. Is there? I will say, there's something about being completely useless and helpless.
Oh, I hate it.
That no, I mean, I kind of like it because no one's asking me for shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, no one's asking me for anything, because on a daily basis, I'm asked to do like everything, you know, or you know,
yeah.
so it's just nice to kind of be out of commission like that. So
So
that,
you have an excuse not
yeah,
to do
and
that.
just have not an
but like
excuse.
a legitimate reason. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just nice to kind of just do nothing and just kind of veg out, but also be in pain. That was the trade-off. So, yeah.
See, I think for me the biggest thing was like the huge blow to my ego, right? Like I went from like, you know, being a competitive powerlifter, and if I went to like a 24-hour fitness, chances are I'm in like the top 5% strongest dude there at the gym at any hours.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like, not to pretend I'm a big deal, but I'm kind of a big deal.
I'm not even gonna say slight flex. That's like literally a
just straight up
flex.
flexing.
Yeah.
But see, no, but then now I'm weak as shit. All right.
Have you met me?
Okay. Comparatively, like
Okay.
I, you know, going from like, okay, I'm better now, but going from like squatting almost 600 pounds pre-hospital
Jesus.
to barely squatting 100 something.
Okay.
You know, like,
Yeah.
And so like to some people, like, well, 100 something is not that bad, dude. That's pretty decent still, right?
But
like
what you
feel,
were before.
well, yeah, and you feel that. That means
Yeah.
I feel constantly like, you know, a fraction of my former self,
Right.
You know? And like, this is something I took for granted. I've always been like one of the bigger dudes in any setting, and so I always felt safe,
Yeah.
right? Like I've always felt like I could at least defend myself. But I was so weak
How
that
many
I felt
people are trying to come at you?
like, dude, you know, I grew up on the mean streets. No, but it's something I took for granted. Like, okay, like, you know, if I like went out with friends and I had to like walk back to my car and it's dark
Yeah,
and it's kind of a
yeah.
sketchy area, you know, I'd never felt like nervous about that before.
Yeah.
But now, well, not so much now,
Shit.
but back then I was just like, dude, if someone came for me, dude, I'm fucked.
I've never felt nervous until now. Like you're warning me that
I'm
I
making you
should.
scared. Yeah.
No, you know what I do when I'm at the gym? I go to the elliptical because my knees. It's better for my knees,
It's true.
right?
It's true. It's true.
But I wait for a machine, and I'll spend 15 minutes watching a dude that's in between his rest period just look at TikToks. And I can't even get on a damn machine.
You're just like, bro, can I? Dude,
You're sweating up the seat, fucker. Come on, man.
Dude, what got me was I would go. My workout wasn't in the weight room. It wasn't on the machines.
Right.
I'd be in the pool with the old people. You know, like when I was like,
Going to that old shit again, man. Come on, man.
I mean, this is before. Now I'm young and vibrant and healthy.
Right.
Dude, you know?
Right.
But like, yeah, dude, it was rough, man. That was a humbling experience for me, dude. Like, there was literally a time when I was like doing my heart recovery stuff, right? And then so I would do pull work because I was so sick for a while that like just walking was hard.
Right.
And then so I was doing some pull work, and then I was just tired. I was winded, like, and I was just like, I walked like one lap in the pool, and I was like, dude, I can't fucking do this. And this 80-year-old man comes up to me, and he's like, come on, you can do another lap. I'll walk with you. And I'm like, oh my god, dude, I'm getting coached on by this 80-year-old dude. Bless up, Joe. I much appreciated. You're a real one. But yeah.
Just a quick thing while we're talking about feeling like shit. So since Monday, I've been going to McDonald's. I don't eat McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped. Like, obviously I ate it when I was younger and all that stuff, but the food makes me feel like shit.
Right.
But McDonald's right now has the Cactus Plant Flea Market meals, which comes with a figure.
What is this?
So Cactus Plant Flea Market is a clothing line that I wear. It's like a high-end streetwear line. That's what I can say. Look it up. But Pharrell rocks that stuff. Travis Scott. But they have this thing with McDonald's going on, and the toys are blind bags, so you don't know which one you're getting. There's 4 toys, and I want all 4. I have this reseller mindset because that's just the way the world is now.
Yeah, it's Beanie Babies all over again, dude.
Right. I wouldn't go that far, but like these figures are blind bags, and if you go online, these little dinky like Cactus Plant Flea Market design toys of McDonald's characters, they're selling like 30 to 50, anywhere between there. I've seen people list it for like $100, but that's ridiculous, right? Yeah. No one's doing that. But like, I want all 4. So you have to buy a meal, which is an adult size meal. So it's a Big Mac, fries, and a drink, plus a toy that you get. I keep getting this goddamn bird figure, and I'm getting pretty pissed off. So on Monday, I told Brian during stream, I was like, dude, I went to McDonald's 3 times on Monday. I bought 2 meals each time.
And you got the same one.
I got 3 birds, a grimace, and a hamburglar. So the one I want is the cactus plant, the cactus buddy, which is like this. It's just a smiley face with 4 eyes and a smiley face, and it's wearing McDonald's gear. So I was like, dude, I need that in my life. I need it. I went back on Tuesday. I said, I'm not going to go crazy today. I'm just going to buy 2 meals. Just 1 trip on Tuesday. Today, I went again. I said, if I don't get it today, I swear, I'm just going to go buy the ones on...
Just the resell one? Yeah.
It's dumb. But I ended up getting the figure.
Nice.
Yeah, today. So I bought 1 meal today. But I don't want to waste the food that I bought. And I offered to my coworkers, I was like, hey, do you guys want McDonald's? They're like, no, we don't like that stuff. I was like, fuck you guys, man. So I'm going to eat it. So I feel like shit. My stomach has, I swear to God, it sounds like Genuine Pony. Like the, Ooh. It's been making these sounds all day. I hope the microphone doesn't pick that up. But yeah, I feel like shit, and it's just, I swear I've been wasting money on such stupid shit, man. And the clothes dropped for this line to this McDonald's
Right. So now you gotta
Cactus
get
Plant
that too. Yeah.
Like some of it's nice. Like I'll probably just get a shirt or something. But the shirts are like $80 or whatever. But I could have bought a shirt and more if I didn't buy all these damn meals from fucking McDonald's. But anyway, I hope this deal goes away soon because I'm gonna keep fucking going back. Because now I have a bunch of blind bags now that I plan on selling on like eBay and hopefully just get some money back right there. But yeah, it's kind of like Bear Bricks or like the Kid Robot blind boxes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's like that. But I tell myself I'm never doing that again, but I will. Who are we kidding?
There's,
you know,
there's some McDonald's like right down the street, dude.
maybe if we go, I'm just not gonna get chicken nuggets or a Big Mac. I'll get like a chicken sandwich or something.
So how does this adult kids meal work? What is it? Is it a Big Mac, fries, and a drink, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It
has to be those three, or it has to be that.
Yeah, Big Mac, fries, and a drink, or
Chicken
10. I think it's a 10-piece chicken nuggets, and yeah. I feel like shit. I don't think my stomach will be the same ever again.
Dude, it's God, are we just gonna talk about how old we are?
No.
I was like,
that was the last thing.
okay, all right.
I'll bring it up again in 5 minutes, but
Dude, it's like, I feel like, because I have a lot of friends that are younger than me,
right,
and then like that keeps me kind of, feeling young,
yeah.
right? I just feel like this year suddenly I aged like 15 years.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. It's something you don't get used to. I'll tell you that. I like the Blink 182 song. I've forgotten my age. I when people ask me, I have to think about it. I'm like,
Oh, dude.
and then I count on my fingers like a dummy. I go, 1, 2, 3.
So those were 1980. Dude, that happened to me when I was in the hospital. The guy was like, "Oh, Mr. Pham, you are 33 years old," and I was like, "The fuck? No, I'm not." And then I had to think about it. I'm like, "Oh my god, I am." Oh my god, I am.
Dude. Yeah.
So it is what it is. But at least I want to say at least we act our age.
Yeah. Yeah.
we speak our age.
Yeah. I definitely have a contrived like personality online.
But I mean, that's like the internet. Everybody has like an internet personality.
Everyone thinks I'm like, oh, he's no nonsense or he's he's whatever online. No, I'm a fucking goof, man.
Meanwhile, I'm just sad on the internet.
Yeah,
that's my
I had a
persona.
sad period, man. I had a sad period. It comes often actually, but like it comes and goes. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'll say some passive aggressive tweet.
Right. Yeah. Dude, that's
I'll put some emo lyrics.
Ooh.
Yeah, on my away message, baby.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is Twitter but my new AOL Instant Messenger away message, dude? Dude, that's why I was like, dude, if she never put like a dashboard confessional lyric in her away message, dude, she's too young for me. That's my dating app rule, dude.
Like, yeah, it's crazy bringing up, like, okay, so when we were younger, we had bands, right?
Yeah.
And then it's crazy to
They're all
think.
dad rock now?
It's crazy to think, like, these are the bands that are at, like, the county fair rib cook-off. Like, that they're performing there now. And I'm like, I never thought I would see Hello Goodbye at a county fair or, like,
Do you know what moment that clicked for me?
What?
It was the Super Bowl halftime show this last year. Because it was
Eminem.
It was Eminem, 50 Cent,
Dr. Dre, and Snoop.
Yeah. And I was like, yo, this is sick, dude. Normally they always got like some boomer artist I don't care about.
Right.
Finally, something for us. And I was like,
man.
shit, no. I'm the boomer, dude.
Yeah. What's crazy is how Eminem is just out of all his songs, he can only do "Lose Yourself." That's the only one he's allowed to do at any performance. I get it though. Eminem's lyrics were wild,
Yeah,
very wild back then.
dude, that's it's interesting because it's like, I feel like with some artists, there's like the version we know, and then the version
Yeah.
people know now.
Right.
You know.
Like people are artists that we grew up. Or they're more than just their radio hits. Like, yeah, it's sad, man. What band can I say I saw that was like, I never thought I would see them, or I never get a chance to, because they were just such big stars that, I saw Dashboard, but that was at the observatory. That was still kind of big.
Yeah.
Like they're doing shows.
I
and all that stuff,
refuse to accept the fact that Dashboard Confessional is dad rock now, dude.
They're not. I don't think they're dad rock. I think if you watched an Incubus concert, I think you can consider Brandon Boyd and Incubus dad rock now.
All right, thank you, dude. Now I feel very vindicated. Oh
It's-
man, there's gonna be like some Zoomer on Twitch who just stumbled upon this, dude, and they're just like, "The fuck are these old guys talking about?"
Sorry, we're not YNB Young Boy. We're fucking. I don't know.
Alright.
I can't even name rappers. I can't name them anymore. And I feel like, because growing up, we all had those people that are like, "What the fuck are you listening to, man?"
Right.
Yeah. What's a Ja Rule?
Where is Ja?
Yeah. They all listen to that old ass hip hop and shit. The hip hop, a hip, like, I don't fucking give a shit about that stuff. But like now, like my Nas Illmatic is that to them.
Right.
Or or like Dark as Hell, Hell is Hot. My DMX stuff is that to them. Like this guy says the hard F word a lot. Like, or like,
Yeah. Well, because I realize a lot of it's like technology in general has changed how we consume music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I used to discover new music through the radio,
right.
right? Like,
Oh yeah.
You know,
I don't
yeah.
even.
Yeah. When was the last time I listened to the radio?
I can't stand the radio anymore.
Yeah. And then now it's like, what do I use now? Like the closest thing is Spotify, right? And then,
Yeah.
like occasionally I'll put my daily mix or like whatever's the hot thing, so I can try to keep listening to new music. But the thing that got me was a lot of like people get music from TikTok now,
Oh yeah.
and that's like
Everyone uses the same song for their like
right,
their
like the trends. Or
yeah,
whatever,
the
right?
trending songs or whatever. Yeah. I can't front. I've pulled a few songs from TikTok or like reels or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never tell anyone that I openly do that, but like,
As you just put it,
I
out
just
to the
put it I
internet.
put it out there. But like at the time, I was not telling anyone. I was like, I'm just going to keep this to myself and never tell a soul. And then yeah, here I am. Here I am telling people I pull music. Yeah. Cuz like it's weird cuz like some people on reels or whatever, they use some old ass songs. Like songs from like the 70s or something. I'm like, what? That shit sounds dope, But
Yeah.
how do these kids even know about that shit, It takes one person, I guess. So, yeah.
Like, I was gonna say, like, dude, I just don't have the energy to like try to stay hip with shit anymore, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm still gonna get put onto like new stuff, but like, I'm not gonna like try to keep up with the trends, right? And I think I'm using this to kind of segue into one of our topics. Like, we have a mutual friend,
Okay.
who is very like, I need to keep up with the lingo with the kids.
Okay.
No cap.
Bet.
Say
Bet.
less, fam. Say less, fam.
Yeah. We do have a mutual friend who is older than the both of us.
That's right.
He's older than the both of us. The thing about him is that he how do I put this? he's never said this kind of stuff before. It's not in his
Okay.
daily lingo.
Okay. You're going where I'm thinking. All right. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, keep going.
It's not in his daily lingo. It's it's not a part of his vocabulary, but he'll throw it out, and if someone else said it, I wouldn't think anything of it because I understand what it means, or I think I understand what it means.
Mm-hmm.
But when he does it, it's like record scratch, and I have to like stop and look at him like, what did you just say? Or like, dude, how old are you? Like I have to, I ask that in my head. Like I don't want to be rude because like the guy's just talking, But and he thinks this is like a normal thing, but to me, it's like, yeah, it's jarring actually.
Well, because okay, here's the thing: is I think the problem isn't age, right? I think it's what you were saying. It's like he just doesn't normally talk like that,
Right.
right? And
right.
I think everyone can kind of tell when someone is like faking the funk. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I'm not saying he's doing that, but I think it's just he hears these terms. It's like, oh, dude, that's fucking cool. I want to use that.
Yeah.
But it's like, I blame this on anime. And
Anime.
okay, follow me here.
Okay.
Me here, right? It used to be maybe back when we were younger, if you were into anime, it was kind of considered to be kind of like nerdy and shit, right?
Right.
You get nowadays everybody fucking watches anime, right? So that doesn't make you fucking nerdy anymore. People have realized what makes you a dork isn't your anime, is the fact that you're trying to do jutsus during gym class, right?
Right.
And so you
You're
have like
Naruto running through the halls.
right, and so you have people who come from like, who use that kind of language, or like like a lot of like AAVE or like Ebonics slang and things like that,
Right.
from their background, who also watch anime now because it's so accessible, and they're like they're all over anime Twitter. And then you have these like kids or people who never talk like that, seeing that kind of language and wanting to fit in, right? Like I don't want to be like these other anime dorks. I want to be one of like the cool people that watch anime,
Yeah.
right? And like, cause I brought up our friend as like a launching point, but I see this so much and it bothers me, dude.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna call. There's like a YouTuber who goes like Mother's Basement, right? He does a lot of anime reviews, and he has like his fucking like Shonen Drip, like series or whatever. Like, oh, this guy's got drip, dude. Oh, this guy's sauced up. I'm like, you don't talk like that, dude.
Oh, he's boosted.
Yeah, I'm just like, dude, why, dude? Just be you, man.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's just it's just so like I would much rather talk to like the nerdy kid who's just being them.
Yeah.
They're a genuine person, right? Like that's what really matters. It's like if you're like a genuine person or not.
Yeah.
But when you're like trying to put up like this front, like, oh, I'm one of the cool guys, like that's like, like us. This is me trying to pat ourselves on the back. Us being open about us being fucking old and shit is way cooler than trying to be that one gif, dude. Like the fucking, hey, fellow kids.
Hello, fellow youths.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel I wouldn't have so much of a problem with it is if he just used it correctly. Because a lot of the times he's just throwing it out there.
Say less.
Yeah. There was a point. I don't want to dox him. I don't want to. I was about to. There was a point where I think for a good year he was saying pause at the wrong times. He's saying pause or what was, like no homo, things like that. But like it was never the right time to use it in the conversation or something like that. Like I'm like, hey, so and so. I was about to dox again. I was like, hey, so and so, are you taking lunch? He goes, oh, pause.
Pardon?
Pause.
What are we pausing?
And he'd repeat it because I wouldn't react to it, but he would keep saying it until he got a reaction, and I was like, that's not right. That's not right. But who am I? Who am I to be saying, "Hey man, let me tell you how to use this," or whatever. I'm not going to do that shit. But yeah, he would constantly say, "Pause." You can be talking about, "Oh, it's a nice day today." And then in the background, "Pause." I'm like, out of nowhere, dude. Like, you suck. You suck. Stop.
Pause.
And just recently, he's been saying no cap. He's been saying no cap. And I already feel like that's kind of like a dated thing. Like, like that was maybe hot, whatever, like back
Right, yeah, like
a few
year
months ago
yeah.
or whatever. But like, he's starting to warm up for him now, you know. It's like NBA Jam. You hit 2 shots in a row, and your third one's gonna be fire. No, he thinks like he's caught fire and he's running with it. Like he's.
Do you know how I know that no cap is old?
How?
I collaborated on a video with. We'd interviewed a Japanese idol rap group, or a member of a Japanese idol rap group, right?
Okay.
And one of their lyrics, like one of their songs, includes no cap in the chorus, right? And not to say that these girls aren't hip with it, but I'm like, it's already made its way to Japan,
Right.
and back.
Yeah.
We can let this go.
You can let that
dude.
one go.
You know. Like even the idol group is saying "Kono yoru wa no cap." It's like it's good, dude. It's good, dude.
I'm guilty of saying bet.
Right.
I say it. I don't force it or anything like that. It's just like, oh hey, are you gonna meet up with us? I'm like, yeah, bet.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. What else is there? I'm trying to think, man.
Say less, man. Say
The
less.
say less is Jesus Christ. There's say less. That's a yikes for me. There's there's a few more I can't think of right now because I don't use them.
Right.
But
It's not like part of your vocabulary.
yeah, but I think our mutual friend is just really like he's like a sponge.
Yeah.
Like if he's around a certain people enough, he's gonna like just take over like the parts that he wants and just make it his own. Like it's his personality.
That's
you
the
know?
thing. Yeah. It's like it's fine. Like, who are we to gatekeep how people talk, right? Like, even this mutual friend, he can talk however he wants. If it makes him happy,
Right.
whatever, right? But like,
How old is too old?
I just think like it's not an old thing. I think it's just like are you being you? Are you being genuine, or is this like
Yeah. Be real.
is this like a face you're putting
Be
on,
real.
You know?
Why aren't you being real?
Yeah, just be yourself.
Yeah.
You know? Like I mean,
It kind of sucks because like I feel like this is him. You know, this is him.
true.
So,
That is true. Yeah. I mean,
again, I'm
yeah.
conflicted because like who are we to judge? You know,
right. Yeah.
I'm not Tupac. I'm not God. You know, like, I can't judge anyone.
Well, you know what Tupac said, dude? The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Wait, what?
Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
Oh God, but yeah, like I don't know. I think I'm gonna use this kind of segue to another thing. It's like people have to like have a lived experience in something to like really, I think, like represent a culture.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so a lot of this language comes from like, you know, we associate it with being too old or not like, or, you know, not young enough because it's a culture of young people.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
But I do know older people that is like, they're in that scene, right? For whatever reason, maybe because of work or because of like, you know, family or things like that. They're in that. And so that's who they are. That's how they talk.
Yeah.
Right. Conversely, you ever see someone try really hard to like get into a culture that isn't their own?
Oh, dude. Same person. Same person.
Oh, it's therapy. Like, let's go.
The
dude.
same person. Okay. So I am helping out at a convention. I'm helping out at a convention that he has a part in. Right?
Right. Yeah.
So I'm saying to him, hey, do you want to go around with me? And then just ask if it's okay to take a picture of them or with them so we can use it for
Like
the
social
website.
media and-
Yeah, for our website. And he's like, yeah, sure, let's do it. We go around, he sees costumes, people dressed up in cosplay. He asks if you take a picture, pals around and right. And then takes a pic. I take the picture, we move on. We do this 4 or 5 times, and then we see some black folks, right? And
Sorry, I'm disassociating from my body real quick. Keep telling your story.
we see some black folks that are in cosplay. I'm like, hey, ask them. They look pretty dope. I think one of them was in a JoJo outfit, right? I was like, dude, he looks dope. Get a picture of him. So instead of like how he was normally going to everyone else, he was like, yo, hey, yo, dog, that's a sick costume. Yo, can I? He's like, hey, is it cool if we get a picture? And then the guy goes, yeah. He's like, hey, say less. Bet. He said it like fucking 5 times in a row, dude. And I'm cringing, like my toes are curling in my shoes. I'm like, dude, I'm like making the Arthur fist. I'm pissed. I'm like, dude, stop fucking doing that. I even had to, cause he kept palling around and doing that shit. I kicked his shoe. I was like, yo, knock it the fuck off. I was like, yo, knock it off, dude. Like, knock it off.
That's like that feeling that you just gave me right now reminds me of like being a kid watching a movie with my parents. Is like a kiss scene, and I just want to change the fucking channel, but I can't. That's how I feel about what you just told me.
It was so cringy, man. Like, I started to get like secondhand embarrassment. I tried to keep my distance from that conversation just so that they know I'm not part of this. I'm not part of this. But we got the picture, and we moved on, and then like a switch, he went back to like white folks and was like,
Oh, hello there.
he's like, hey guys, that's an awesome costume, do you mind if I get a picture? Like, I'm like, oh god, dude, you just like a fucking switch, man. It was embarrassing as fuck.
Right, yeah. Dude, yeah, because one of the things we're talking about, like, yo, what's something that's like not racist, but it feels racist.
Yeah.
Right. That's definitely, I think that's there.
Luckily,
Maybe it tiptoes, I don't know.
Luckily, that group was like,
They were chill.
They were chill. They were
Yeah.
cool about it. They were laughing and all that stuff, right? But man, it's like, man, read the room. You're doing it too long. Knock it off. But yeah, I just had to like nudge him. I was like, dude, no, please stop. Please stop, man. I never want to be in that kind of situation ever again. Yeah, I'm begging you. Please, God, stop.
Dude, I have
He's already dead.
I have a friend, and she's sweet. You know, like she doesn't mean to do these things that she does, but she is. How can I put this like gracefully? She's extremely Caucasian, right? Like
Okay.
she says the most Caucasian shit without realizing how white it is, right? In a group of otherwise Asian friends,
Right.
right? I kid you not, this is a conversation we had. We're in chat, and she's like, "Oh yeah, dude, I've been wanting to try Mapo tofu, so I think I'm gonna go down to Trader Joe's and pick some up." And literally every Asian in that Discord call was just like the record scratch moment. Like,
Yeah, not 99 Ranch, not like Seafood City even.
dude, okay, I'm not even anti Trader Joe's.
No.
You know,
No.
I fucks with Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
You know, I have vegan friends. Sometimes I'm forced to go to the Joe's.
Right.
And then while I'm there, something catches my eye, dude. You know, I'm like, oh, dude, some frozen gyoza. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Drop that in the cart, right?
Yeah.
Like, but if you made a choice I'm gonna pick up this Asian food, and the first place that comes to your mind is Trader Joe's, we have beef.
Okay.
And it's not in the mapo tofu. It's generally pork.
Well, it's ground pork. But let me ask you this: Does your friend have any kind of like health issues or dietary restrictions,
No.
something like that. Because that's the only reason why I would think you would want to go to Trader Joe's for mapo tofu. But it's like, I'm embarrassed. Even I'm embarrassed.
I don't even know her.
Yeah. No, you definitely, you think Asian markets, if, you know,
Right.
if you go Asian markets for mapo tofu or for curry packets or whatever, your golden curry, you're not gonna buy it at Walmart.
Right.
Or
right.
you know, like, I don't care if it's the brand Golden Curry. I'm still not buying it at a Walmart. I'm gonna buy it from, like, you know.
Dude, okay, like I have no like if you are at Walmart or Trader wherever, and you're just doing whatever, and you happen to find some
Right.
and you pick it up, do you, dude? It's all
Right.
it's all the fucking same.
Yeah.
But there's just something off-putting about someone going out of their way. Not out of way, but you know, like I want this Asian food. I have made my choice. It's Trader Joe's.
Right.
Right.
True. I can't front. They have a really good fried rice. It's Japanese style fried rice. Has edamame and tofu in it. I buy that. It's $2. It takes care of me for, you know, for a meal. It's good. I'm starting to see a lot more Asian foods there though. Specialty things like ube, or they have like these ice cream mochis, which is like like the Thai tea mochi ice cream.
Yeah, it just kind of sounds.
Yeah,
good, dude.
stuff like that. But they're starting to hit a lot of ube, and like ube was a thing growing up. Obviously, Filipino for myself is like, you only see that in certain places. So the fact that I'm seeing it in a Trader Joe's now is crazy to me. Yeah. Do I trust that it's going to be good? No, I don't. I don't, because I still haven't worked myself to buying it and trying it out. But yeah, have you tried anything like from Trader Joe's like that would normally be ethnic? You know, have you tried
quotations.
anything?
Yeah, I've like, you know, like you get the occasional like frozen food or
Right.
whatever. You know, that's usually what I get. Like, yeah, like I've had some like, well, I was gonna say gyoza, but I get the pot stickers.
Yeah, the pot stickers. They have like this tikka masala, which I think is good, but I don't know if that's a good tikka masala because I don't have it often enough to know.
Right.
But the fact that it's a white take on tikka masala, you know, I always question it. You know,
I get what you mean, because like with like Indian food, my biggest exposure was I had an Indian roommate, and this dude was fucking weird, man.
weird.
Okay, this is it's been like 5 years. I still can't eat Indian food, but the shit, because like he I don't want to say he's indicative of Indian guys, because I don't know, but I think his issue was because he was rich. Like, you know, like from getting to know him, we shared a bedroom. His family was like actually fucking stacked, right? And so he grew up with like servants and shit, and so this kid had never had to cook or clean for himself. And they just decided to dump his ass in Los Angeles and say, good luck, bud. You know? And so he, like, the room was an absolute fucking mess, right? And, like, it would constantly smell like curry. And, like, that sounds racist. It's not. Because the reason why it smelled like curry all the time was because that was the only thing he knew how to cook, right? And he would cook it in the pot in the kitchen and just bring the pot into the room and eat out of the pot and leave it there. And so for like a fucking like semester, I lived with this, and I was just like, dude, I can't fucking deal with this anymore. Like,
The fact that you're eating, that's a true student right there, man.
dude, like, no lie, I think this guy's only exposure to like American college life was through watching American Pie or some shit, dude. Because like his expectations were wild, dude. You know, like he'd come
I'm gonna
home.
get laid.
Yeah, dude. Like he'd come home and be like, "Yo, so like, yo, are we going to go party? Where are the parties at? And we're like, everyone else like, yo, dude, I got fucking homework.
I got
man.
study.
Yeah,
I got shit to do tomorrow.
I have a clinical class tomorrow, dude. I got patients to work with, dude. What do you mean? You know, like, it was so like, oh man, this guy was wild, dude. He he would constantly say, like, oh, dude, yeah, dude, I just want to find, fuck, I'm like hesitant to say this on the internet.
No,
but I'm like, I'm quoting him.
We're gonna get canceled.
I'm in context. I'm quoting somebody else who I'm referring to, not myself.
Oh
has
boy,
said,
here we go.
like, I just want to find a nice high school girl to date.
Oh, come on, dog.
And no lie, so he left our dorm. We were all very happy because he joined like a business fraternity.
Okay.
Right? And God, there was an app. It was called Yik Yak. Did you ever use Yik Yak?
No.
It's such a college app, dude. It was like basically like it was like anonymous as Twitter, but it was all within like a certain radius of you.
Okay.
Right. So obviously, if you lived in dorms, you would be other people in that same dorm or whatever, right? So
Yeah.
a lot of times it would be like, oh yeah, dude, there's a fucking party in room 203 or some bullshit like that. Right?
Yeah.
So he moved out and he joined like the some co-ed business frat or whatever, right? Not co-ed, it was just a business frat. And then one day our other roommate was on Yik Yak, and he saw a post. It was like, yo, I'm just an Indian, like a guy from India who wants to show a nice high school girl college frat life, and we're like, we fucking found him, dude. We found him on the Yik Yak, dude.
I hope he's doing well and
I don't.
out of jail.
I hope the authorities are.
That's who the sirens were for earlier.
Yeah, they found my man, dude.
Yeah. Oh, you doxed his ass, man.
Oh, dude, he's
Said his
Indian. There's gotta be
name.
like 8 billion in the world,
Dude, you're already being called out for being a racist in chat right now, man. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that, man.
Maybe I'll bleep it out in post. We'll see.
Yeah. Damn it. Oh, dude.
God, I can't remember what the fuck we were talking about. I just went down this fucking rabbit hole.
We were
dude.
talking about lingo, and then we went into
To my pedophile
roommate.
Oh man, dude.
Oh, fuck. All right. At least we're not talking about how old we are anymore.
True.
Yeah.
I'm just reliving the good old days, dude.
Man. Yeah.
Because we're talking. We were talking about people like not being able to speak on like a specific culture,
Right.
things like that, right?
Right.
Can
Yeah.
I say I think what it is that like if you don't know a specific culture, you only have so much surface level shit to go on,
Mm-hmm.
and that shit's corny as fuck, right?
Yeah.
Like, to this day, I'm gonna call him out by name, dude. Fucking Uncle Roger, Stephen Head, or whatever this fucking name is, dude. Those guys that are the fucking B+. Those guys can shut the fuck up, dude.
There's a lot
If
of
I ever
that.
see them on the streets, dude, it's on site.
Yeah. You, Uncle Roger, you're an enemy of the show. You are no longer welcome on our podcast.
Dude.
No, I didn't know. I didn't even know who that was during our first, the first time we did a episode or a pilot episode, right? I didn't know who that was. I didn't realize it was the dude I was seeing on TikTok and like reels and stuff like that. And it also wasn't. It didn't bother me until I went to get boba, and they told this group of like white teens that they were out of boba, which is okay. That's like a thing, right? Like, yeah. Oh
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
a boba
yeah.
place out of boba. What?
Yeah, that
What the
sucks.
fuck?
Yeah.
But all of these kids started saying emotional damage. Like, they didn't think that was a fucking thing, but I'm like, like the 5 people behind you are all fucking Asian, dude. Like, we're gonna stomp your goofy ass out. Like, what the fuck? Like, you can't
Right.
do that shit. You can't say that shit. But they didn't think anything of it because that's just the shit they see, and this fucking Uncle Roger, enemy of the show, fucking making everyone think it's okay to say this shit, man. You can't do that,
dude. So, see, my thing is, it's like, to a degree, I fucking get it, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I almost, like, I'm mad at these people and others specifically because they have a platform, right? And that platform, yeah, it encourages random ass fucking white kids to use fob accents and shit, you know?
Right.
But like, I think every Asian person in America goes through a similar thing. I mean,
Yeah.
you grew up in Japan, right? So maybe
Yeah.
maybe it's a little bit different, but I feel like this is the experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
You grew up in America, right? And at your early years, all you can think about is how fucking different you are, right? Because it's like, oh, dude, I'm definitely not fucking blonde and blue-eyed and shit, right?
Right.
My lunch that I bring to school is fucking different from everybody else's. I don't get the Lunchables, dude. I have rice, you know,
Yeah.
like, and then oh yeah, so you feel like fucking weird, right? And so you have this phase of wanting to fit in, right?
Yes.
And then so you try to be as American as possible, right? Like, oh, I'm gonna live out, you know, like, yeah, I'm gonna show them that I'm the fucking American dream right here, dude. Like, I am USA all the way, you know. And then so you're like, Mom and Dad, I will no longer have this beautiful fried rice you've made me. I'm gonna eat some burgers and hot dogs and Lunchables pizza, you know, with the Tombstone pizza sauce, which is kind of gross, but I still fucks with it. I have problems, right? Anyways, and then eventually you realize that, like, no matter how American USA all the way you are, you're fucking Asian, dude.
Right.
All right, and you kind of have to accept the fact that, like, you're just Asian, or if you're lucky enough and you can afford and have the means to go back to visit your home country, you go there and you're like, fuck, I am fucking American,
Yeah.
right? By their standards, I'm not Asian anymore. And then so you come back and you're like juggling these two sides, right? Like, what am I? And you just
Right.
kind of have to, like, settle on your I just am what I am. Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good place to be. But I realize for a lot of these people, they're still stuck at that. I'm not American, so I'm just going to try to be Asian all the way. Right.
Yeah.
And so they try to lean into these, like, Asian jokes and shit. Right. But it's like, you know, they only have so much culture to go off of because they're, like, so divorced from, like, their actual Asian heritage. Right. We just have this weird Asian American culture. Right. So, like, what can we all as Asian Americans relate to? Oh, B+, dude.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I did grow up in Japan, right? So
Right.
I went from Oakland to, like, my dad was in the Navy, obviously. So I went from Oakland to this place called Lemoore, California, to Virginia Beach, San Diego, then to Japan, which is where I spent most of my time. But I went to an American school. It was on base. So I was still young. My mom's packing me lunch at the time, right? My mom is... my dad, hella Filipino. My mom is Filipino and Chinese. The food that is in our house, it's not the best smelling food, but it tastes good, right?
Right.
Right. So, like, my lunches for school were whatever was made for dinner the night prior, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would microwave it in the cafeteria because there's a microwave for kids that have cold lunches or whatever. And everyone would fucking look at me like, what the fuck are you eating? And I'd say, it's kare, you know, like saying, you know, and then they're looking at me like, dude, why does it smell like that? Like, it has like is that like peanut butter? You know?
Yeah.
But I think because I was in Japan, people were, the white kids and all that, like all the other kids were like more accepting because, you know, you're obviously, you're in another country. But I did grow up with that stuff. Yeah. I tweeted something out that it started to kind of blow up.
Mm-hmm.
And I got in a lot of trouble, so I deleted it like a coward.
We gotta pick their fights, dude. We gotta pick your fights, dude.
I said white people need to stop telling their children that they can grow up to be whatever they want in life because the majority of them will choose Asian. And then so many white people came at me, man. I said, "Oh my god!" I woke up. I tweeted it like right before bed, and I woke up the next morning. And it was so much. There was so much shit. I said, "Oh, geez," because like no one follows me on Twitter. I don't have a following on Twitter.
Right.
Or whatever, you know, but the fact that shit was being
hot takes like that, dude.
That's a hot take, man. But yeah, I got in trouble and I deleted that shit. No apology. I just moved on.
I'm not
I said
gonna
no.
deal with this.
Walking away. I did the poker thing. I said, leaving the table. I'm out.
So you know how recently, you know, we had the student loan forgiveness in the States, right? And we're not gonna go into that. I can say that for another time, right? Well, however, if it was enough or not, whatever, that's a separate thing. But the fact is, there was some kind of forgiveness that happened, right?
Right.
And there were some people who were opposed to student loan forgiveness based off the fact that, like, well, I had to pay all my loans, right?
Yeah.
Why, if I had to suffer, why do these people get off free?
What do you mean, these people?
And I like rolled my eyes at them every time I would see them on Twitter and stuff. Except the one thing that makes me kind of get it, and I'm not condoning it, but the thing that makes me kind of get it is that the fact that my younger cousins and nephews and nieces and shit won't get bullied over their food anymore. Cause this shit's cool now, dude.
Yeah.
That bothers me, dude. It's something that shouldn't bother me, and it does, dude. You know, like I literally heard my younger cousin was like, "Oh yeah, can we take our talking to their parents, like, oh yeah, can you take my friends to get pho again? They really like that spot." And I was like, "The fuck," you know. Like, and pho isn't even like one of the rare ones, dude. You know,
Yeah.
But like, you know, they're taking their friend to eat like bum ryu and like all the good shit, dude. All
Yeah.
like the banseo and like all that stuff. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I got fucking bullied for that shit, dude. And
Yeah.
you're just casually taking them, dude. And like, I was like, oh god, I'm one of those bitter people now,
It's
dude.
the world we live in now.
Yeah, dude.
It's either like people are like a lot more accepting of how things are, you know, for
Yeah.
you know, but at the same time they think it's okay to joke about, but I'm like, no, there's a fine line, buddy. You crossed it, you know.
Dude, it's just like I want us to move to a world where banseo is like enjoyed by everybody? Yeah, of course. But am I always gonna have a chip on my shoulder about like being made fun of as a kid for having stinky food when I bring fish sauce? 1000%, dude. I'm
Yeah.
never letting that shit go, dude.
Yeah. No, I still hold grudges, man. The looks I got, the comments that were made, I haven't forgotten it.
I've got like 9 different fucking fourth graders, not fourth graders now, but like people I knew in 4th grade.
Yeah.
Just like, if I ever see you, man.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, dude? Who are you? You don't remember making fun of my fucking fish sauce in Miss Benazic's class back in 5th grade, huh?
Yeah, you mentioned the teacher and shit. That's a true on site right there.
Mm-hmm. That shit toughened me up, dude, as a young man. No, it's weird. Like it's cool, dude. It's like real talk. Like I when I heard that shit, like I was like, man, that's kind of dope, dude. You know, like, cause I remember, like, you know, like I would name a lot of Vietnamese foods to friends and shit like that, and they'd be
Yeah.
like, they would just not know what the fuck I'm talking about, right? But like banh mi and pho and shit like that, that's all like so fucking like normal now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you the days that my mom wouldn't pack my lunch and we would go to the commissary and she'd let me choose kid cuisines. Or, you know, like I'd get to go to school with like a kid cuisine or some like
Yeah.
like Pimpbot just mentioned Lunchables, and I was stoked. I like to have
That's what
some
I'm saying, dude.
Lunchables.
That's why, like, objectively, the Lunchable pizzas are trash, right? Like, I think we can all admit, like, it's a fucking, like, stale ass cracker bread, right, with some generic ass sauce.
Yeah.
But dude, it's such a fond memory. I still love that shit. If I ever came home one day and I opened my fridge and I just happened like to find a Lunchables pizza,
Yeah.
I'm fucking scarfing that shit down, dude. Because like that's that little bit of lost childhood that I never had. You
Right.
know? Like
I love getting those kid cuisines, man. I didn't care if my applesauce got into my my mac and cheese, like, or you know how or the Salisbury steak, or whatever. Like everything was all mixed together, but I didn't care, man. Shit was good.
See, like, I feel like these are like the conversations that like you can only have if you like actually went through it and shit, right? Like I feel like stuff like this to me is way more interesting to talk about than B plus, right? Because it's like you don't even have to be fucking Asian to know that.
Yeah,
right? That's like everybody knows that stereotype about the tiger mom.
Yeah,
right. Everybody knows that like you're just like the fob accent. There's nothing fucking clever or witty about that, right? Like,
right.
And I don't know. That's like my issue about like some of like the comedians that we grew up with, right? Like I have the note like corny ass comedians and shit, and that's like what I'm thinking of. Like I feel sad talking about this, but like Dave Chappelle.
You think
like,
Dave Chappelle's corny?
I think he's corny now, dude.
Now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know he got in some trouble too with the LGBT. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, of his like anti-trans rhetoric and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like my thing is like I have trans like friends and family and things like that, right? Like I care about them. And like so obviously their feelings are important to me. I don't even think it's like you can't make jokes about trans people. I've heard lots of funny trans comedians make jokes about deprecating jokes about being trans.
Right.
Right? But the thing is like they actually lived that experience, right? Like Dave Chappelle as a cis man has not. And so his level of commentary that he can provide is so surface level, right? That like it's just not even fucking funny to me.
Yeah.
You know, like he's doing the equivalent of B plus, right? Except he doesn't even tell jokes anymore. I feel like that's the issue. Is like all he does is go on stage and complain.
Yeah.
You know, like I can do that. I'm doing that right now.
He's the comedy world CM Punk.
Fuck.
But my issue, other than the Uncle Roger shit, is Joe Coy. My only issue is that you say these jokes based on your experiences growing up as a Filipino in America, right?
Right.
But like you have millions of people laughing at this, and like your accents that you use, that kind of shit, like the Uncle Roger thing, I feel like they're kind of on the same boat there. Like it just lets people think it's okay to do that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like that's my only gripe. I can't even name another comedian that I would have an issue with right now, but it's just Joe Coy, and like I don't even consider Uncle Roger a fucking comedian. It's just see like it's that kind of shit.
When Joe Coy talks about like his life and shit like that, that's chill with me, dude. You know, like when he talks about like his son and their issues and stuff like that, like okay, dude, he's speaking from his lived experience, right?
Right.
But like, oh yeah, dude, Filipinos mix up our F's and our P's. You know, like you don't have to be fucking Filipino to know that. I'm Vietnamese and I know that. You know, like what insight are you providing me as like a because like all this shit's observational humor, right? Like the whole point of observational humor is putting light on something that you wouldn't have previously have seen in that way.
Yeah.
Right. Like it'd be like me as a man trying to make jokes about periods and shit. Right? Like I don't fucking know. I've never had a period, dude. I'll be like, oh, dude, what's the deal with periods, dude? Cramps, am I right? Oh, fuck, get me some chocolate. And they'll be like, yo, shut the fuck up.
PMS. What's the deal with that?
Yeah, dude. That's basically it, right? Because it's like, okay, who doesn't know airline food's fucking gross, dude?
I feel bad for my friends because I have a lot of mestizo friends. I have a lot of half white, half Filipino friends. But a lot of them are more white than they are Asian. Or, like you can just tell talking to someone that our experiences were very different, you know?
Right.
But like, yes, do they have a pass to say Filipino jokes? Yes. But do I accept it? No. I don't. Like, I have tons. I would say half of my friends are all like, because I have a lot of military friends. Like, our dads were all in the military, so their white dads got with an Asian woman, or a Filipino woman, you know. So yeah, that's like it's a common thing to grow up around. But like, do I appreciate you doing fob voice? Mm-mm. No,
Dude,
I
see,
don't.
my thing about the fob voice shit is that like, if we were to be doing fob voice as our comedy bit, the thing is, at any point in time, when it's inconvenient for us, we can turn that shit off
Right.
and speak in our normal American accents.
Yeah.
Right. My mom can't fucking do that.
Yeah.
My mom literally tried to get like, you know, like we're disgusting landlords. All right, I'm just gonna put that out there. We own another property that we rent out. It is what it is, right? So my mom went to go get a bank loan for that other house, right? So that we can, you know, purchase the house, flip it, like fix it up, and then start renting it out.
Right.
Based purely on her accent, the bank person was like, I don't know about this. Basically turned my mom down. My mom and my dad. Later, my mom and dad went again, this time with her brother and myself. And you know, her brother speaks a little bit better English than she does because he's younger.
Right.
And obviously, like, my English is what it is, right? Instantly approved. No changes in their finances. We didn't have to fucking sign
Oh,
anything.
that's fucked up.
Right. Right. And so like, you can't pretend that like people aren't still being actively discriminated against for having an accent, right? Or like being thought of as lesser or less intelligent because they have an accent.
Right.
Right. And then to like make that your bit, make that your joke, I think is like, that's like where I kind of have an issue, right? Like, and then I didn't even realize this. I found this out recently. So Uncle Roger, we're just shitting on him this entire podcast. Welcome
Fuck you, Uncle Roger.
Welcome to the Fuck
Enemy of
Uncle
the
Roger
show.
podcast, dude.
You're an enemy of the show.
Dude, so the guy's a stand-up comic, right? His name is like Nigel Ng, or something. I don't know how to pronounce it. So he's a comic. Started doing the Uncle Roger shit on YouTube, right? Where he would call out fucking very Caucasian ass shit food, like versions of Asian foods.
Right.
That shit has become more popular than him as Nigel Ng. That
Yeah.
when he does
yeah,
his
yeah,
stand-up, he's just full on Uncle Roger now.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, dude, how fucking sad
What's your personality now?
of existence does that have to be, that you're only liked by the people if you're making fun of your own culture.
Right.
You're fucking you're Uncle Tomming it up, dude.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, man. Like I never would have put it that way.
Like, yeah, dude, that shit is just like, you know what? Like, I don't know. Maybe he's making bank. Good on him, I guess.
He
dude.
is
I'm
probably making bank. Yeah.
he's more successful than me. What the fuck do I know about? But like, couldn't be me. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'll be poor on my high horse, dude.
Yeah. Man, yeah. I was gonna get into the topic of morality, like, cause I feel bad that we're kind of trashing these people, but I've been having an issue.
You have something to confess?
Not really confess, but cause like our Brian and I's Monday stream, I've gone over this at least 20 times or so. I'll try to make it short for you guys, but for the people in the chat, maybe you guys can assist me with this morality issue that I'm having. So this dates back to when the PS5s were just released and it was like impossible to get a PS5, right?
Right.
How many years was that? Like last year?
Yeah.
It was like last year. So that's around that time, okay? So last year, I have a friend. She's like in my circle of friends, but not really close to like me per se, you know? She's an OnlyFans girl. She wasn't always. She just became an OnlyFans girl,
Not
right?
gonna knock the hustle.
Yeah, whatever.
Would
you
she
know?
be down to be a guest on the podcast?
I don't want to ask.
Oh, okay,
I don't want to, but like I'll get into that too. So, she's an OnlyFans girl, but word around the street was that she had a thing for me, right?
Oh, okay, word. Okay.
Right. She had
Okay,
a-
I understand now. Go on.
She had a thing for me, but I'm not interested. I've always kind of been on and off with my current. Like that, it was the thing for a while where we just couldn't last. You know, we were
Right.
like always breaking up, getting back together, breaking up, getting back together. So I would go out a lot, and I was DJing at the time. There's a place called Crazy Goose. Oh, not like Crazy Goose before it closed, and then we moved over to, like well, we also had Jolton Joe's in PB. I don't know if you guys ever gone, but basically any bar that was like predominantly Asian for Thursday nights, which is like Asian
night, yeah,
right,
dude.
So I was DJing at the time, and I would see her out all the time. She's like a party girl. Her like the personality and my personality just don't mesh. Like
I get that.
too
Yeah,
wild,
yeah,
too
yeah, I
wild for
get
me.
that.
And I, she's an attractive girl, whatever, But like
Mm.
it's just not for me. But so again, this is around the time when the PS5s were coming out. She tweeted. She sent out a tweet that said, "If I had a boyfriend, I'd buy him a PS5." And I saw it, and I did. This is not like a angel on my shoulder and a devil on my other shoulder. Like this is not like I'm gonna play into this.
Mhm.
But I jokingly said, I DM'd her. I jokingly did the wave emoji, and I said, "Hi, I don't have a PS5." Just jokingly.
Right, right.
And then she responds, "LOL, do you want one?" And then I say, "Yeah, I want one. I can't, like, it's just not in the ends. Like,
Yeah,
I have shit to pay for. I got rent and all that stuff, and like I'm paying off shoes. I'm constantly paying off shoes,
Like, you're just making conversation.
Yeah, I'm just making conversation at this point." And she's like, no, totally. Like, I'll get you one if you want one. And I was like, no, I mean, I don't want to take it from. I don't want you to do that for me.
Right.
It's very nice of you to offer, but no, I was just joking. Then she started saying, "No, like, you're super cool. You deserve it. Like, you're a good dad and all that stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, you know what? You're right.
I do deserve
You
this.
know what? I do deserve a PS5." But again, I didn't want her to buy it for me, right? So, she's like, "Dude, seriously, if you find a link on where they're selling the PS5s, just send it to me." And I said, no. And I already closed the book at that point.
Right.
I said, no, I'm not going to do that. So I leave that conversation alone, right? Literally 30 minutes later in my friends group chat, they say, "Yo, Target got PS5s like right now." And then they shoot the link over. And then now I just open that book up again. And then I'm like, I'm just going to dip my toe in the water, like just kind of see.
Here it goes. I was like, you're pretty morally clear so far. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, again, I don't think she's going to do it, but you don't know. You don't know, right? So I send the link over, and 15, 20 minutes later, sends me back confirmation of a purchased PS5. And then I'm like, "Dude, what the hell? Like, did you just bought that for yourself, right?"
Right.
She's like, "No, like, I bought it for you, dummy. Like, all you have to do is just go pick it up at the Target because they won't ship it." I was like, "Oh shit." She's like, "Yeah, if you have any issues, just call me, and like, you can go pick it up or whatever." So I'm like, "Shit, I can't pay you for this like right now. Maybe I can do like installments. Do you have Klarna? Or do you have Afterpay? Yeah, whatever." I'm like, "I can't pay you for this like right now." And she's like, "No, I got it for you as a gift." I was like, "I feel really bad that you did this for me." And she's like, here's where the morality thing comes in. She says, "It's cool. I want you to have it. You deserve it. We'll call it even. Just buy me lunch every once in a while. Just buy me lunch. That's all I have to do." I don't. And then she, it was like last year, so we're still kind of dealing with like people, lockdown and people not being kind of comfortable seeing other people in person. I said, can I can like DoorDash you, and she's living in San Diego at the time. So I was like, I mean, I can buy you food and then just drop it off, whatever you want,
Right.
And she's like, yeah, whenever, I'll hit you up. She says she'll hit me up.
Yeah.
So I say, okay, I guess I'll go pick up the PS5. So I go and pick up the PS5, legit. Like, I bring it home. I don't open it because I feel bad until I come through on my side of, that deal.
You have to buy her at least one lunch before you can
One
open
lunch,
this.
yeah. And then I'll be, even that I still don't feel good about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But fast forward to now, I still have not bought her lunch. I haven't come through on that side of the deal. And like I feel like shit because now I'm using this PS5. I have like 2K, like that's it.
Yeah.
I have 2K, but most of the time
Cyberpunk 2077.
I'm just using it for like Hulu and like Netflix or Paramount Plus or whatever.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
I'm not really using it because I'm like, dude, I've like such guilt for having this thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like now, me and the girlfriend are like, we're good,
yeah.
we're good, but like I've even mentioned it before. Me and the girlfriend were good. I was like, hey, like it may not be okay if I like if she sees that I'm like talking to you, So she's like, yeah, just you can DoorDash it, whatever. You don't have to see each other or whatever. And at this point, she's already moved. She moved to Portland.
Okay.
She's in Portland right now. So, so what I was talking about on Monday, which is where this comes up again, is that I saw rumors of a PS5, a brand new PS5 coming out soon, which I don't know if it's true or not, but it's supposed to be smaller. It's supposed to be faster. So, I see her tweet again, and she says, thinking about starting streaming again because she's doing the OnlyFans thing, but also she streams, all that stuff. And like, fuck, man, if I was a girl gamer, streamer, e-girl, whatever the fuck, all I have to do is just be a girl, and I swear to God, they're gonna blow up. Like, you know what I'm talking about? But that's besides the point.
I feel like that's betting on us being hot. I mean, you have a much higher chance than I do.
No.
I'm depending on like the dudes looking for the BBWs,
No, okay, but besides the point, we're gonna bring that up later. But I was like, I feel bad, so I text her. I was like, hey, if you want to start streaming, I'll send you the one that you got.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just consider it I borrowed it for a while, and then now I'm gonna give it back.
Yeah.
So like, she's like, no, like that's yours. That's
Right.
yours. I can go get a PS5 myself. And then I'm like, well, shit. Okay, well, there's a new one coming out. I mentioned there's a new one coming out, right? And I'm joking again. It's a goof. I'm goofing. But
This might be where you fucked up, dude, but keep going.
I say, hey, I hear there's rumors of a new PS5 that's supposed to be smaller and faster. I kind of want that one, And she's like, oh, okay. When do they sell it? She's asking questions and shit.
Just
she's like,
to know.
She's like, I was like, I don't know. It's
Justin,
like,
I'm begging
honestly,
you.
just rumors and stuff. And she's like, well, okay, here's the thing. If you find a link for the new PS5,
No!
I'll get that, and then you can send me the old one. And then I'm like, well, shit, man. Like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna do it.
What the fuck, dude?
I'm not gonna do it.
You don't even need to be a girl to have a simp, dude. What the fuck, bro?
I'm not gonna do it. But like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna like. I already feel bad about this one. But like, I'm like, no. I mean, I'll just send you the one that you got me, and you use that for your stream. And she's like, and she kind of flexed on me here. She's like, bro, I'm making money off of
OnlyFans.
off of OnlyFans. It's whatever.
I was
at
gonna
this
say it's at this point it's really not even her buying it for you. It's just a bunch
It's
of
the
simps.
Simps.
Dude.
Yeah, it's the Simps. So should I feel bad about that? Probably, yeah. But like, the fact
Dude,
that she's willing to do
there are
that.
guys giving her money just to give them a 3.5 rating on their cock.
Yo.
And you're getting a PS5, dude.
Like, there's like people just paying to see her eat food. Like, it's crazy.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah. So I'm like, hey, I feel really bad. I still haven't bought you food. And
You're right,
she's
yeah.
like, bro, it's cool. Just like, maybe when I update my wish list, you can just get something off my wish list. It doesn't even have to be like of equal amount to the
Just
PS5.
something.
Just something off my wish list. And I'm like, oh, you know what? That's a good idea. What if I just keep buying shit off of the wish list? Because I don't want to throw down all that money all at once. Because I have rent, I have bills, I have shit, I have
Klarna,
responsibilities.
Afterpay.
Yeah, all that shit to pay for, right? So I'm like, what if I just continually buy shit off of her wish list, like maybe every check, until I'm even.
Okay.
Until I'm even. So that brings me to what I feel now, which is extreme guilt. Now everyone in this podcast is caught up to speed, and I'm sorry if you watch Mondays and I just told that story over again, but yeah, that's just what I'm dealing with right now. I feel bad. I am guilty. But at the same time, I feel like I could be worse. I could be way worse.
To be fair,
if
to
I was a
be-
scumbag, I would get both PS5s
Right.
and keep them.
To be fair, how old is she?
She's
Grown enough.
grown enough, right?
Exactly. She's
Yeah,
a grown
she's like
ass woman. She
34.
knows what she's doing.
Yeah,
She knows what she's doing.
yeah,
All right. She knows you're in a relationship. She's not expecting anything out of it. You're not a whore. You don't
Right.
owe her anything because she decides to get you a gift.
right.
If she wants to get you a new, faster, smaller, slimmer, higher performance PS5 for the exchange of the older one,
Right.
so she can stream, that's her prerogative, dude. And I say this as having been a simp myself. It's like if I gifted someone that I was dating something, I'm not like trying to get that shit back after. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
that's when if we had actually dated and shit, dude. You guys weren't
Right.
even that, and she knew.
Right. She knew my situation. She knew what was going on, and like she knew I didn't see her that way,
Right.
but she's still doing it. I think my issue is the fact that did I play into her emotions because I knew she had a thing for me before? She's got a man now, and she's still trying to buy me she's still willing to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, did I do wrong by I should have just left that shit alone, to be honest. Like, that's what I feel. I should have just left that shit alone.
Yeah. I mean, sure. Right. But like at the same time, she's a grown ass woman. She knows what she's doing.
Right.
If she wants to get you a PS5, dude, get the PS5, bro.
I mean, I have a PS5.
Well, I mean, I get the new. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's tough, dude, because I do get what you're coming from, right? Like, you don't want to feel like you're using someone's emotions and shit, right? But like at the same time, it's like if it's a choice that she's gonna regret, that's on her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I've done shit that I've regret. But I don't hold that against the person. That was a choice I made. I willingly, knowingly made. And if anything, it's like I feel like it's more annoying for me when someone like tries to protect me from my own choices.
Right.
Right? Like, granted, yeah, could you have just not brought that shit up? Sure, but what's done is done, dude.
Yeah, man, I'm starting to feel a little bit better about this because, like, you mentioned regret, right?
Right.
if there was regret, like, you would have had it at the first time you bought the PS5.
Or, yeah, she wouldn't be down to buy.
You
the
wouldn't
new one
be
and, like,
down
just
to
swap-
buy the
yeah.
second one, yeah, and
Yeah.
swap it out. Like, so okay, I have a PS5. I have a PS5.
All right, so I'm gonna come over and we're gonna play
Yeah,
some games.
we're gonna play games.
Fuck it. We did a chat. We did a chat.
I can actually like I've had this issue. I've told Brian before. Like, I don't feel like I should be buying games for this thing because I don't know how long I'm gonna have it. You know, but
Fair.
I have to get the 2K though. I have to. I have
what-
to get 2K.
I mean, when is this new PS5 even gonna come out, dude?
I don't even think that's the thing yet. Like, to be
Yeah.
honest, I just saw rumors of what they plan on doing, and I'm like, hey, I want.
That's just gonna be on your account, bro. Just
Yeah,
get some games, man.
yeah, yeah,
Get Cyberpunk, bro.
yeah, yeah. I keep hearing about that, man. You've mentioned it like 4 times now.
Get Cyberpunk, bro.
Yeah. Get Cyberpunk.
Ask her for the new Switch.
Oh man, come on,
I-
man.
see,
Start
I was
asking her
actually
for
thinking
other
about this.
systems.
I almost bought a girl a Switch. She didn't let me. I was really gonna buy it for her, and I was gonna bring this up because things didn't work out between us.
Okay.
Right. But even if I had bought her the Switch, I wouldn't have been salty about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I would have just been like, okay, cool, as long as she's enjoying that Switch,
Yeah.
right? And like, I feel like if I was this girl, maybe she's just like the same kind of person where you just like making people happy, right? Even
Yeah.
if you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you don't expect anything in return. You're just like, oh, the fact that they're enjoying this thing that I got them, that makes me happy. You know, I think that's much preferable than having a PS5 that you bought someone just sit there.
Right. Yeah. Huh. I kind of do want the new Switch, and I do want the new Xbox. So, that's fucked up. I'm not doing that.
Oh, by the way, have you seen these Target links, dude?
Yeah, I need some new Joy Cons. All mine got fucking drift.
Oh,
Like, they all.
not the drift, dude.
Yeah, I need some new Joy Cons. So, what's up? Nah, I'm.
I need to find me a girl with an OnlyFans. I want to be treated, dude. You know what I mean?
Man, yeah. You know what? I jokingly say, like, I don't want a check. I want an allowance. Like, I want.
yeah, dude. Can I be a baby, dude? You know, can I
Yeah.
be sugar baby?
Can I be a sugar baby? That would be. That'd be something, man.
Dude,
like,
I would help out. I would do my part, dude. I'll be like, you want me to help out with some cock ratings? I'll do it.
yeah.
You know?
You know. Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna dox myself a little
Oh,
bit.
it's not bad. It's a good angle. I'll give him a 6.
I'm gonna dox myself just a little bit. I was in between jobs. I had one lined up already, so I was gonna start working. But like, at the time, I was living way beyond my means. Like, it's very apparent. I shop. I shop. I buy shoes and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
It's very apparent.
No way. Since when?
Yeah, but like, I needed extra income. I was like, dude, I gotta find another way to make some money that's not difficult
Is there
on
an
me.
OnlyFans I need to search for later?
No,
Okay.
no OnlyFans. But
Patreon exclusive.
there was an app called Cuddler.
Go on.
It wasn't like a.
Go on.
It was an app called Cuddler.
I'm intrigued.
No sex is involved.
Sure. It's cuddler, not fucker.
Yeah, some people just need like skin to skin contact or affection. Some like, you know, some people are going through shit or whatever, right?
Oh yeah, they have that shit in Japan.
Yeah, some people can't sleep. You know, right?
Yeah.
So, I looked into this because a friend, a girl I was talking to at the time, mentioned that she had been doing that. I was like, no fucking way. Like, that's not a real thing. Like, no man will pay someone to cuddle and just expect cuddles.
Yeah.
That's just my train of thought, right? But she's like, no, dude.
They
Like,
just want that physical touch.
yeah, to be honest, like, I don't even like cuddle with them most of the time. Sometimes we just go to the park and hold hands or something like that. And I'm like, damn. And how much do you get paid for that? And she's like, dude, this guy literally paid me $150
Just to hold hands?
for an hour to hold hands at the park and let him talk about his day.
Make my count. Where's my fucking phone?
Let
at,
him
dude?
talk about his day with her, because like I guess he was an older gentleman. I don't know, maybe he's going through a divorce or whatever, right?
Sure. Yeah, everyone
So,
has their situation, right? Yeah.
I'm like, no fucking way. That's crazy. $150 just to hold hands with somebody. And this is like way before COVID and all that stuff, right? So like I look into it, and I'm talking to the person that is gonna verify my account.
Mhm.
Right? And they're like just seeing if I'm a nut job or not. You know, like they're just they're asking me
yeah. If
questions.
you're like a freak, yeah.
And they're doing like a background check and stuff like that. And they're like, "Oh, well, you're good. No issues here. You are a male. So, women will be messaging you, but to be honest, if you're
down for
really
dudes,
looking for the money, a lot
Figures,
of the
yeah.
money will come from other men." And I'm like, I don't know about that. Like I don't know. Not my thing. I don't want to cuddle with like a dude and like another dude, right?
Yeah.
But we make the account, and then I only did this once. A woman messaged me. She said, "Hey, I can't really sleep. I just need someone to be in the room. Maybe talk to me a little bit, and then see if I can go to sleep or whatever." Right?
Yeah.
So I literally go to this woman's house, and she pays me $200 an hour, and it takes her 3 hours to sleep. And I just talk to her. I sit on the edge of her bed, and I just talk to her. And she goes to sleep. And then I let myself out, and then and that was that. And I didn't feel comfortable doing that again.
What did you talk about for 3 hours?
For 3 hours, she just talked about her hobbies and like what she was going through and stuff like, and why she's single, stuff like that. She just hasn't found the one, and like that stuff's kind of like cathartic. Like you can, it's just talking to people, right?
Yeah, just let out to a stranger because there's no judgment there. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, but it was like, when you think about it, that's a dangerous fucking app. Like
Yeah,
that's it's a dangerous app.
You
I
might
didn't
go
think
in the
about
house
it.
and never fucking leave.
I didn't think about it at the time, but like, yeah, I got paid, and then
Shit, that was like what, like $600 then?
$600.
I'm
$600.
still kind of tempted, dude. Like,
Look into it, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how long your accounts last on that stuff, but like, like, I'm sure it's been like watered down at this point, or
Sure,
like,
yeah.
But yeah, I got paid, man.
Fuck, dude. I think I found my new side hustle. All right, guys, this has been the last episode of Never Knows Best podcast.
One and done, baby.
I have to get on Cuddlers. But anyways, that is all the time that we have for this week's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, you can follow us on our socials as Jimmy, aka Jimmy Tweets, and Justin Jackington. Make sure you give us a follow over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Never Knows Best podcast. And we'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.